Okay, so after doing some initial reading, it turns out to be that this glue will bond it, but won't do as good as clear glue. So you probably want the Contactor Professional Clear View. So fortunately I've got some super glue, so should it break apart then I can fix that. It seems to be a pretty strong bond though, so which is amazing. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to now work out when we put the other one up against it, we need to be able to make sure that we've got the holes in place for ants to be able to go to and from. So that's the next step, is to drill some holes. Just grab your, obviously I'm just going to be using a normal power drill, battery powered drill. We do have to mark on here though where we're going to drill, because we're going to have it central. Now I've been thinking about, do I put it on the side, do I put it in the middle, what do I do? So it probably makes sense for me to actually do this where, and I'll just mark it. Grab the pen and we'll mark it up as accordingly. So as we know that we're using centimeters, and I'll just, so because we're going to have this vertical one, we need to make sure that they can go to and from the two separate sides, or the two separate sand areas. So we'll just, as you can see, that's 210. The center of this then is 105. So the 105, oh no, sorry, what am I talking about? That's 29, 297. So therefore we'll just mark this off, which is 1485. So 1485 is, the center is about there. So that's 1485. So yep, that works out to be about right. So just we can mark it back onto here. Just double check that, of course, from the other side. And look at that, right on the target. Okay, so now the holes are going to be, if we just mark that down here, and just double check it on that side. It's a bit out. Oh, it's not. It's just about right. So we can just square that up, of course. Could have just used the square, couldn't I? That's there. And then what we're going to need to do is we have to allow for, obviously there's going to be the cover lid here, and now we have to measure off down this side. So it's got probably 30 mil. And then we'll have another one we don't want to make the bond of it too thin, and But I will put some supports in there when I drill it, just in case it does decide to break apart again. Because I'll super glue it. So I have one at 30. We could do one off the bottom, but we'll do one off the bottom. We don't want the sand to leak out though, because if we do one off the bottom, 30 mil, just 18, sorry. So am I going to actually do this? Probably. So we know that they're going to be 10 mile wide. So if we run 10 mil wide, it's going to be 5 on either side. Because the gap is going to be that. God, it doesn't look like that's 5 mil, does it? Redo that one. That one's 5 mil. Oh, it says it's 5 mil. Oh. Get older. The old eyes don't do too good. Let's just double check that with this. It says it's right, God. It's deceiving as that. And then we've got, so that's at 30 mil. So we just got to find a bit now that's going to be. So we're just going to do one right there. And we'll do one right there. And just drill into the plate. What we will do is just to give it some extra support. Oh, it doesn't like it at all. It's probably scratch if I'm not careful. Well, we'll just do this slowly, I suppose. Now we need a just check to see the size of it. We don't need it that big, we just need enough for them to be able to get through. So let's use this. And we'll go from there. Don't push down too hard on anything. Just double check everything. It's close enough to the centre. If you want to be extra accurate, it would have been smarter to actually draw a smaller one. But I'll go through with this anyway. We'll see how we go. Now I am doing this on the right side. Yep. This can be flat on that bit. I could have flipped it around if I had to. And what you want to do is you don't want the drill bit to go all the way through and mark the other side. So it might be smart enough to put something as a protection in there so it doesn't go all the way through. It doesn't really matter what it is, as long as it just fits in and it doesn't scratch it.